don't know whether this drill will actually cut. I've given it a bit of a tickle on the grinder, but the edges have gone on it. Really needs sending somewhere. But we'll give it a go. Not brilliant, that is it? Tell you what, that's taking far too much pressure to push through that. I'm not even going to bother with that. You can see here, look, you see that on there? Edge has gone that side and that side. It will resharpen. Well, yeah, chip there as well. You can see I put a bit more of an edge on it, but no good. Right. So I'll have to dig out a boring bar and bore the rest of it. Right, let me get set up with a boring bar. You bastard. Get set up with a boring bar and then we'll come back. This bore's got to be 1.875 deep. I can just get it with that boring bar, but when I get up to the stop with there, so yeah, we'll just take a 10th hour cut to start with and see where that gets us to. Got to take all the roughness out first from where the drill's been through, so a lot to come, well, yeah, got a fair bit to come out, so I'll bring you back when we get a bit further along, I think, and then see how we're looking. Well, that's where we got to so far. We need about another 75 power out of it. So. Leaving a decent enough finish. This should be about the last pass. And that'll be the bore done for the thread. And then we've got to put a small counter bore in the end, which locates against the male part on the lathe it's going on. I'm just going to take the pattern off the chuck that I've got here that they've sent me. So That's about as much as I can do. So we'll get this done and then we'll do the counterbore. So now we've got to put this this counterbore in. So we bored out there at 1.194. We're going to take it out to 1.384, 400 power dig. So I've just set the carriage stop down there. This is for the nose of the chuck, sorry, the nose of the spindle on this wood lathe to recess into. That's the depth we've got to go. Well, in. I've got about 90 pounds, well, 80 pounds to take out of it now. 70 after this one. So we'll get a bit closer and see where we're going. I've just stood here thinking while I've been doing this. I don't know if I've got anything I can thread this with after all this. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse otherwise, but I'll have to come up with something. Right, this should, yourself, this should do with you. So it's a tiny little skim out the side. I mean tiny. Clean that back face up. Like that, does it? 1.384 is what we're looking for. Over. And I can live with that. Right. So that's bored, recessed. So now I've got to figure out how I'm going to thread this. Right, better get thinking. Right, so this is where we've got to. I've got that board out. Now the only way I can thread this is by using that little fella. But the trouble is, when you go inside there, you hit the end of the bore with the square part of the tool, because the rest of the hole through there is not as big. Well, it wasn't. I've just bored that out 2 inch. So that will now go all the way in, because he's got it on his drawing that this thread should be 1.5 inches long or 1 3/8, whatever it is, and I need to get that more or less to the bottom, because you know we've cut that recess on the front there. So we can now do it with that tool, but the only problem is that I'm not too happy with that that cutter in there. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to knock it on here today, because it's It's 4:15, it's Saturday, and I've got other things to do. So in the morning I'm going to find another piece of high speed steel that size. I've got some in the house, I think, and I'm going to grind a new end up, put that in, and then we'll internally cut that thread. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the lathe in reverse, as you can see there, look, and I'm going to thread from the inside out, because the problem I've got is, because it's such a stunt pitch of 6 threads per inch, that if I was to cut an internal groove in there, let's say, and then come up with my threading tool and stop in the, so I would start threading one time. As it was working its way in, I would hit the trough, so to speak, and stop. I can set my dial gauge up for that, but the problem is, even if I set this lathe to go on its slowest speed on the RPM, I can only stop it within sort of 10 20 thou, which would nearly do it. But there is the odd time when I was messing around that it's going 30 thou past, and it'll just keep crashing if I'm not careful. So the easiest way is to thread from the inside out. So we'll spin the lathe in reverse, we'll have it feeding backwards type thing, and we'll go from there. But that's going to be a job for tomorrow now. So I think that that's enough for this video, so we'll knock this one on the head, and hopefully we'll see you in part 2. Right. It's now Monday. Oh, what time I am? 5:20. I had to carry that bore on pretty much the same size as that all the way through, because this is the only tool I've got that I can thread it with. I've reground up a new piece of high-speed steel, because what was happening is, when I was pushing this into the smaller bore, the bottom of the tool here was hitting the bottom of the bore, which is not really any good. So I've come home from work, I've got a new tool ground up, I've got my lathe and everything all set up accordingly as far as I know. We're going to be threading this from the inside out, because like I was saying before, 6 threads per inch is so coarse I can't go in and stop it fast enough. Well, I can stop it fast enough, but I can't stop it on the same mark all the time. So I've just took a scratch pass in there, just to make sure that we're where we should be. So we'll crack on a bit and see where we go to now. So I'm going to take it in until I get up to my carriage dial. 1 0 0 cross slide, and put the foot on, and that one to the top slide, and then hold on to your balls basically. Yeah, that's followed. So now I should be able to line back out with the cross slide, the backing up to my mark. I've got to be quite precise on where I put this, to be honest. I've got to hit the zeros each time, because I've just not got a lot of room to play with. I've moved the camera, but I'm afraid I can't get you in any better really than I am. But I think you get the gist of it. I've put quite a few internal threads before, and I've got to be honest, I've never put one like that. I've never put one this coarse in such a small bore. There's not a lot of room in there for the tool to go. I think we're hitting the mark. Yeah. It'll take a long time, is this one. Otherwise, what you've got to get used to is each time you stop the lathe, you've got to remember that you're running the lathe in reverse. And it's just a little bit out of your normal comfort zone, if you see what I mean. I'm putting 5 thou at a time with the top slot. I should put some oil in there. A bit of Mickey Monk, and then we'll just keep going. I haven't got a relief cut in there, so I'm kind of relying on the fact that as I'm winding it in, I'm cutting the relief as I'm going. I think you get the gist of it, don't you? So I'll carry on without the camera going. Not that I want to appear ignorant, it's just there's a lot of work gone into this, and I don't want to be thinking more about the camera, or as much about the camera as what I'm doing, and then go balls it up. So anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, well that was a pain in the arse. I've got it done. However, once I got started, I got in about 70 or 80 thou, only to find, look, you can see on there, the bottom of this threading tool I made a while back for something else was catching on the ball. So that was a no-no. So what I then had to do was make a new threading tool. That's a piece of silver steel. I just drilled it, slit it, and that's a piece of carbide in the end. I think the carbide has held up quite well. So anyway, that's that bit internally threaded. It's not the prettiest thread in the world, but it works. I'm beginning to wish I never took this job on. Anyway. Right, well, I'll take this out and I'll get the floor jaw back in and we'll screw that on, and then we'll get on to the next bit. Don't know whether you can see that, we've got a scribe line there, just there. So we've got to get up to there, take that down to 1.5 inches. That's 2.2. There we go, that's a lot off it. Right, well I'll take this down up to that line, and then we've then got to cut a male thread on the outside. I've squared the end up, I took one cut down it just to clean it up, and just run a little boring bar in there just to tidy that bit up. So it's really hard steel, this. As you can see, it's just coming off in strings. Leaves a fantastic glass finish, but that's taking 20 thou off it. It really do. I just can't get the chip. That's the trouble. See it. Leaves a good finish. Baby's bum stuff, that, in a nice way. So I'll move the camera around again and get it pointing this side. So I'll tap that down, get it down to 1.5 inches, and put a male thread on the outside. and we'll go from there and see how we're looking when we get to that. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Space shuttle material. Changed over tools, I didn't like that. Putting too much stress on the machine on. No tool pressure with the high speed steel, it's just taking it off nicely. Not very quick, but you can't have everything, can you? So I'm just about there. Now this is the offending article. I've been having another check of it. It's definitely a 3-pitch thread. Make sure they're on 0. So that part of it there, which is 38.25, which, well, yeah, it's just a tad over 38mm, depending where you get it. So I'm going to have to go that it's a 38 diameter it wants to be. The threads don't look particularly good there. They're alright everywhere else. So what my plan is, I'm just going to machine that to 38. What's 38mm? These are 104. Well, 1 inch 496. Point 496. Slightly warm, but nothing much. Well, 1.7, 1.507 should I say. So that's 4, 7, what's 11th thou off it. So we'll take, what should we take? 2, 3, 4. We'll take 4th thou off because I don't know if I said before, but my lathe, you put 4th thou cut on, you take 8th thou off the diameter. And then see where they get to from there. I think what I may do when I get this just down to size is unscrew this, put it in a band saw and cut it off the length. because this steel is so hard. There it goes, isn't it? Oh, don't start chaffing now, we're nearly there. Fast thing. You know, it's not chattered all the way all the way to machine it down to that side. Right, so I'll just tickle this last little bit off, and then I'll cut it to length, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to start to cut the thread on it. Right, if I've done my sums right, and read my chart right on my lathe, and done everything else right, this should be an M, I don't know why I keep saying M3, this should be a metric 3-pitch thread. Just let me move that out of the way. Bring it in a bit closer. Alright, we'll just take a scratch pass and a check and then see where we get to. That's what happens when you turn the lathe the wrong way. Oh, you lucky sodder. I suppose I should cut that out of the video, shouldn't I? No, we'll leave it in. Right. Let's try again. It needs to be in reverse, you dozy idiot. That's a bit more like it. Right, so look at that. Oh yes. Can you see that? Oh, but you can't, can you? So let me turn it a bit more. Get it on the top there. I don't know whether it'll... That's on the money. Right, well apart from a near disaster, the other bit I've got to do, I've just going to have to stop for a minute and go into my VFD because I just realised I can't disengage the lead screw, so I'll just have to alter the ramp up and ramp down time on the DFD and I'll be back. Right, we'll try again, shall we? See what we can balls up this time. Got to remember, it's I'm threading arse about face. I haven't got a trough, have I? Oh, that's going to prove to be a bit difficult. Trouble is, I don't want to cut a trough in it because it's not really thick enough. This is testing, because to come backwards I've got to put the lathe in forwards. Oops. This is going to be a nightmare, this is. But we'll keep going. What I'll do is put the cut on with the top slide and advance it in with a cross slide as I get going. Alright. I'm sure you get the gist. Right, as you can see, this is going to take not only a bit of time but a bit of concentration. So I'm not doing very well at this filming like this time around, am I, boys? Because we're not getting an awful lot filmed, but can't really do a lot about that, I'm afraid. So I'll carry on and I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, we're getting close. It's a bit of a haphazard way of doing it, I must admit, but I've not got a lot of choice. It's just sort of barely starting to want to go on. So, right, so what I'm having to do is stop the, oh you twat. Turn the camera on, it always ticks up. So I'm having to bring it back without releasing the half nuts. Stop it on 0. Wind it in. I had to put a cut on the top slide. This is a bit you're going to like. I'm going to bring it until it touches, back it off a bit, and just as I start it, I've got to dive the cross slide in straight to 0. Otherwise we'll end up with no thread at the back. And this is how I'm doing it. Bit unconventional, but needs must. And then I'll take a spring pass, so I'll bring it until it touches, back it off just ever so slightly, and then as I start it, wind it straight to 0. Clever bloke would have put a relief in the back before he started, wouldn't he? You get the idea. Let that pump pass and we'll just give it another bit of a try. Yeah, she's wanting to go. Right, I'll do a bit more and bring you back. Alright, I'll have to cut a bit of a slot in the back there like I should have done to start with. And then we should, right, disconnect that. Let that threaded tool out. What's going on here? It's still engaged, isn't it? I'll just come and kiss the side of this and set the carriage. Oh, I better turn the radio off. I'll have the freaking YouTube police after me, won't I don't know how this is going to go because this stuff is as tough as hell. take it to 70 on the dial, and we'll come back a bit. We'll go a little bit deeper now. Up to 90 on the dial. Too fast. That's the first time you've seen somebody cut the thread relief in after he's cut the thread. Try that and see. So we'll probably go a little bit deeper yet, but I don't want to go too deep. Come on, what's the matter with you? Gone once. That's all a bit tight there. What's that? Can't see what's stopping it, to be honest. Unless it's just the root of the thread there. It's only it was about 900. You know, I'm right-handed, but I've had some left-handed calipers that long that now when I pick these up I'm all arse about face with them. Wants to be 900 pound. Does the end of that. So we'll machine it to suit, I think. The easiest way. So if I bring that little fella into there, touch on there, and come back out 900. I think what I originally did, I made it 100 thou too long. Right, let's try again, shall we? Have a little bit more. Really is tough old stuff, this steel is. Well, it's sort of taking 10-20 thou off at a time. Another 30 thou off it and then we'll try it again. Be about there now. Fingers crossed anyway. Just tidy that end up a bit. What's going on there? A bit tight. What's going on there? Too tight, guys. Bit more investigation, methinks. I'll bring you back when I find out what's going on. Well, that's it, boys. She's on. A little tight, though, I've got to say. What it was obviously inside there. Oh sugar, I should have realised that this isn't threaded all the way to that back shoulder, is it? So I've had to take a little bit off the front of there. I'm going to tidy that little relief up. I've got some chatter marks in there that I'm not happy about. Just a bit curious as to why that was a little bit tight then. Shouldn't have been. Oh, there we go. That's better. And that screws up to the front. Right. Onwards and upwards, boys, as they say. Tell you what, I should be bloody glad when this is done. Right, I'm just going to break the edges on here. Tidy that bit of a relief up in there. I don't think I'm going to bother doing anything with this outside. I think I maybe just got to drill one hole in it for a Tommy bar to go in to help him get it on and off. And I think that's going to be me done. So we'll get them last bits done and then maybe run a bit of emery on it in the lathe just to tidy it up a bit and get that blue off. And then we'll go from there. I'll give you a quick look when it's done. Alright, see you in a bit. Got a bit of tidying up to do on this tank. For some reason on his drawing he's got a half-inch ridge there at the back. I've no idea what it's for. But anyway, we'll take a bit off here just to make a bit of a ridge. go too mad. Yeah, there's his drawing, look. Oops. Bring me back out a bit. Yeah, that's what he's shown. So I'll put this bit here in. So I'm just going to take a bit off the top. I'm not going to bother with this front one. I don't know what the idea of that is. So take that bit off there and then drill a hole in it for his bar, Tommy bar. God, it is horrible stuff, this steel. Bloody good quality, but Christ knows what it is. It's from your man in Sheffield, I believe. From Dave, at YouTube Sheffield stuff. Might be the most expensive adapter ever made, this. Could be 500 quid worth of steel there for all I know. Water on handle, boys. That's it. A lot of work for a little part, isn't it? I'd have been a bit happier with the threading, the internal on that end. Didn't come out quite as I'd hoped, but can't have everything, can you? It's not bad though. But, a lot of work in it though for what it is, but then again he'll have his wood lathe going, won't he? So we'll crack on and see what happens next, see what comes along. Right, see you soon, cheers.